Our big story tonight, the White House has chosen oil refiners over corn growers. According to Reuters, President Trump ended a review of the country's biofuels program, siding with oil refineries. He made a personal phone call to the EPA about his decision. The EPA approved subsidies for 31 oil refineries. That's money that could have gone to farmers who grow corn for ethanol. This is a total reversal of what the president said during his time in Iowa in June. During that trip, he toured an ethanol plant in western Iowa, touting his support for the industry and his role in making E15 available year-round.
As a candidate for president, I pledge to support our ethanol industry and to fight for the American farmer like no president has ever fought before, and we're winning these fights.
Iowa leaders are upset with the president tonight. Lawmakers and ethanol officials say this could have a serious impact on Iowa's economy.
Senator Grassley and I have had many conversations with the president on how imperative it is that we support the ethanol industry. And while we do have E15 year-round, that was a wonderful step on the part of the president and the administration. We have to do more. It wasn't enough. We have to do more to make sure that this industry stays viable.
Yeah, I got to tell you, Friday was a bad day. I've been doing biofuels policy for 20 years, and it was the most definitive, one-sided public policy defeat we've had in 20 years of federal biofuels policy. So that says a lot. And what you hear is a lot of words and then silence because people don't know what to say. They're mad, they're frustrated, but more importantly, they're looking at a balance sheet and they're looking at markets down the road for the next several months or longer that are covered in red ink.
Farmers have already been feeling the hurt of declining demand for E15 and E85, and with the president's decision, things could continue to take a downturn. Local 5's Jacob Peklo caught up with a farmer in Rippey about what the president's decision could mean for his day-to-day operations.
As you can imagine, farmers are not happy at all with the president's decision. Here in Rippey, where the Tim Bardole and his family have worked for generations, there's a particular concern because of all the corn they use to produce ethanol here in town. They say they'll have to look through another market if this doesn't get fixed.
Biofuels are an important part of our bottom line, not only on the farm, but also in rural communities, so they're very important.
Tim Bardole has about 1,100 acres of corn on his farm in Rippey.
Without a frost is our biggest problem.
All that corn gets driven over to an ethanol plant in Grand Junction.
Since the RFS really took off, a majority of our corn has went to ethanol plants because they have a little better bid than co-op.
Lately, though, since demand for the ethanol has dropped, Tim hasn't been getting the same bang for his buck or even the same need from the plant for his corn.
And that hurts us because, you know, we can't get the corn hauled we need to haul to pay off notes at the bank.
He's not alone here either. Farmers all across Iowa could be scrambling to find new sources for their corn if ethanol demand continues to drop.
Instead of moving those volume requirements to other refineries, they just go away, and that's been devastating to the biofuels market, not only ethanol but biodiesel.
Tim will stay in a holding pattern for now, hoping to move whatever he can to a local refinery.
I've already got it sold at the plant, so I can't take it anywhere else, so I just have to wait, and when they're open, I deliver, and when they're not, I do other things.
And after decades on the farm, he knows patience will be his biggest ally as he weathers this possible storm.
In agriculture, there's always ups and downs, and the downs come quick, and the ups go very slowly up and don't last very long.
In Rippey, Jacob Peklo, Local 5 News, We Are Iowa.
Jacob, thank you. We will continue to provide updates as this story develops, both on air and online at weareiowa.com.